So, really disappointed in a second consecutive home loss. Thought we would bounce back with a more solid game. I thought that we had a chance in the first half to open up even a bigger lead than 6. We missed 5 straight free throws. Gave up a basket we shouldn't have given up. We felt like we should have been up double digits. And then we came out in the second half, and we had 2 really quick offensive possessions that led to runouts, and before you blink, the game is tied. Thought we were in a dogfight for the rest of the game, and they took a late lead. We fought back pretty hard to get the game into overtime. But I just don't think that we were solid enough, and we made a number of mental errors where we got beat on screens, whether it was interior screens or guys come free, and we just weren't solid enough defensively in a second game in a row where we get a good percentage to the other team.
It seems like a theme that you said earlier that no lead is safe with you guys.
Yep.
Compared to Saturday, was it worse or better?
No, I didn't feel good in either game. And, again, I thought that, when we got down, we had a couple of bad possessions. To start the second half, we had open three by Winston Graves, miss, run out, layup. And, we didn't have good floor balance there. I think we've got to learn some lessons here, and we've got to get better quickly. We've got 1 non-conference game left, and it's a high-quality team with a great record and a lot of good players in Valparaiso. So when we come back, we've got to get better. And, there's no excuses going forward. We've got to be more ready. I thought our guys were ready. We had a solid practice yesterday, but we just weren't solid enough defensively. I think 71 points, probably enough points. Too many missed free throws in the first half. Some errant possessions in the second half. They went zone again, and we couldn't make a shot again against the zone. We got open shots. We just didn't make any. And, again, I think we got to throw the ball in the lane more than we did, and we haven't done a good job of that.
What did you learn about your team, especially facing that tough of a defense that seems to always block shots in the second half?
Yeah, no, they got guys that can block shots, but we're going to see the same thing in our league. And this is a quality opponent. They're a good team, we've got to get better, and we've got to get tougher. And, I knew coming into the season, that we had young guys, and I have concerns. There's no doubt about it. I had concerns coming into the year, and those concerns are, in my own mind, are right there. They haven't changed.
I think you said at your luncheon today that you would be miserable if you guys lost this game, given how much time you got off. Is this kind of a defining stretch for this team to see what their resolve's about coming back and how they're responding?
Well, I hope so. I hope that we have some bounce back here, and we need more leadership, quite frankly, and we haven't had a lot, and it's bothersome to me that we haven't had more leadership from our guys, and the young guys are just trying to figure out what it takes to win at this level. You saw more, Norfolk got there when they won the game. They were jumping around. They're really excited to beat a CAA team, and they deserve to win. They outplayed us in key stretches. We just didn't play solid enough. So trying to get Jackson a 3, and, obviously they're going to guard the heck out of him. It was hard to get it, and then it was supposed to be a dribble handoff for Ron for a 3. Jackson was going to end up with the ball that he did, and he was supposed to bring it right to Ron and get a dribble handoff and see if Ron could get one behind the three-point line. I thought we had enough time. Andre wasn't supposed to be there. And he took it. That's too deep a shot to give yourselves a realistic chance to tie the game.
It looked like Ron was going to erase all the frustrations and struggles with, how he came up clutch at the end of regulation, but was leadership the only thing that was missing in that overtime period?
Was what the only thing?
Leadership the only thing that was missing?
No, I still think you got to punch the ball inside. You got to find a way to get to the basket. Again, I think their zone, they did a good job. We had better movement against the zone. We had open shots. We didn't make them, and we didn't get any second shots when we missed them. I thought we had 1 or 2 early in the second half against their zone. We got to the high post where we wanted to get it. We just didn't score enough, and versus their zone. And then I think what happens with this particular group is, if you make a mistake or 2 down the other end, then you're really fighting from behind.
And when you're talking about leadership, what guys are you expecting to get that from?
I don't know, but I'm welcome for anybody to step up and do it. I felt like I had to do a lot of it myself last year, and we have I think Yohani and Jackson want to do it. They want to lead, but they're young guys. They're making enough mistakes themselves. they're still trying to figure out how to be a really good college basketball player. But those two guys certainly want to lead.
You bring up Jackson, another hot start for him, and not much down the stretch. You talked about how you were concerned about his second half scoring. Was it another example tonight of him just not looking for a shot enough?
Well, it's not so much first half versus second half. It's just, you'd like him to be able to get a couple clean looks in the second half. He got a couple shots in the lane. They just didn't drop. I thought he did a pretty good job. But, it's not so much Jackson's shooting. He gave us enough points. I thought that we had opportunities, to drive the ball. Winston had a crazy shot in transition where he just kind of jumped in the air. That was a young man's play. We had other opportunities to score. Andre had a breakaway layup and dribbled the ball off whatever he did. Those are inexplicable plays that you can't have happen at this level.
Coach, you've been playing without some pieces all through the season so far. You're finally all back together. Do you feel like you are set with your rotation, your chemistry, that sort of thing?
No, we're far from a rotation. We're still trying to figure out what works for this group. Would have been nice to have figured it out before, to have had everybody, but that's not been, the hand I've been dealt. So we'll continue to tinker and see who plays well together. The fact of the matter is, the issue is guys having a good half, not a good half, having a good game, at Ball State, not playing well. And so there's really not a lot of consistency. And, part of that, I understood that coming in. That's kind of what you have sometimes with playing a lot of sophomores and a couple freshmen. But, I think it's time. We've got to grow up and we've got to make strides.
And now you guys come up to this break, and I remember you talking about during the lunch that you're hoping that they get some cardio in before the Christmas holiday. Are you hoping for a little more than that, especially after the loss?
Well, I don't know. It's a really quick time. I mean, the guys are leaving. They'll be home tomorrow. 23, 24, 25 is Christmas. You're coming back on the 26th. It's funny though what winning can do. When you win, kids will be much more apt to be in the gym and then figure out a way. And when you lose, it's really kind of human nature. You got to fight it. Now I don't know what the guys are going to end up doing, but we want them to get away and see their family and enjoy the holidays as much as you can as a college basketball player. It's a difficult part of the situation when you're a college athlete, men's basketball. So they'll get home and we'll come back and we'll start practicing, getting ready.
Well, last one. Did you see anyone in that locker room after the game kind of own up and take responsibility?
No, I didn't really get much of a chance. We'll talk about it on the 26th. We'll watch a lot of film on the 26th and we'll try and get better. Thanks, guys.